What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes, and we are starting to prepare for FIFA 13. This is going to be the first episode, the first one, and today we are going to be going over step overs, body feints, some of the basic, or the two most basic skill moves that you can use in any FIFA game out there. This is how I get used to it. Press left bumper to stop your guy, stand on the ball, and then basically you are wiggling your right stick, holding left trigger, and wiggling your right stick back and forth to do what I'm doing on the screen right now. 90, or well, I guess it's 180 degrees for whichever direction that your player is facing. It is fairly simple, but it is extremely effective. When you want to exit the step over or body feint combination, you release doing the left or doing the right stick, and you aim the direction that you want to go. It is just that simple. I find it to work best with the body feints that you hold left trigger and you flick the stick in the direction that you want your player to exit, and then you use the left stick to exit in the same direction. That works for me more times than not. What I'm doing on the screen is just the exact same thing. There are other step over tutorials and things of that nature out there on YouTube, so I'm sure that you guys can find those if you need something more in depth or if you need a visual on it. If you guys would prefer a visual for this sort of thing, let me know and I will gladly do that. But next step is to add a defender into the sequence. So add one defender and you can work on your timing on when to get by. You get used to exactly how far they need to be away from you for you to blow on past them in an attempt, and that is what I'm doing right here on the screen. You can start to tell when players are going to dive in, where they need to be for you to blow by them, just like that. Body feint exit, and of course I missed the shot. Now I am going to go ahead and get into a match here, but first I'll show you guys the squad that I'm using. I've got Gianluigi Buffon in goal, Giorgio Chiellini, Martin Cáceres, Sevilla version to link up nicely with Jose Antonio Reyes, Sevilla option as well. We're using Sami Khedira as one of our holding mids, his man of the match card, and the other holding mid will be Daniela De Rossi's team of the season cards. Both of them have become two of my absolute favorite holding mids in the game, both of them well worth their coins for a combined total of somewhere near 75,000 coins. They are by far the most expensive combo on this side. We got Gambarini as left center back to link up nicely with Lavezzi's former Napoli card. We're using Mesut Ozil as our attacking mid, and then Lucas Podolski and maybe a kind of not really-ish teammate anymore in Robin Van Persie, excuse me for that. But I went into a match in a tournament here with the sole focus of only really using step overs and body feints, just to show you guys the effectiveness and the quickness at which you can change directions. And that is apparent here instantly 2.5 minutes into the match. This guy did not know what to do. The quick changes of direction were too much for him, and he gives up a penalty here. And that is basically me, like I was talking about before, left trigger, flicking the right stick, kind of the direction that I plan on going, then exiting with the left stick in that direction wherever the open space is. You really can go 360 degrees almost in an exit pattern to get into open space, to give your player a burst of speed. This is something that this is a skill that I would highly recommend honing going into FIFA 13. As we're closing down in FIFA 12, I would say get those 2-star players, get those 3-star strikers. I know everybody loves using skill moves, but this is how I learned how to skill, guys. I said, okay, I'm going to master the 2-star skills, then I'm going to move on to the 3-star skills, then I'm going to move on to the 4, and so on and so forth. They're an absolute thunderbolt there, though, from De Rossi. But I went ahead and step overs and body feints were the first thing that I learned. So this is an episode solely dedicated to that. I will get into other skill moves as we prepare for FIFA 13 in the future, but this one is all about good old step overs, body feints, giving up penalties as you frustrate people. And the step over body feint combo is one of those skill moves that people get absolutely furious seeing, because it's not one that loads of people go out there and use. And I know I'm going to get some of you in the comments that are going to say, Japes, I use them all the time. I don't know what you're talking about. But basically, this is a setup skill, and most people are more worried about the inside finesse shot cut. So even though it's Lucas Podolski, they would have been, oh no, he's going to finesse shot with his right foot. You do a little body feint exit, and then you take a power shot to the near post. You would be shocked at how well that maneuver works. Now, will the same sequence be as good in FIFA 13? That is something that I don't know yet at this point, though I have played it, and I will say step overs are still extremely effective, so get used to this and get on board with figuring out proper exit strategies. 90-degree angles work extremely well with this as well. Really unlucky not to score a goal there with Martin Cáceres. Rebound falls back, and Khedira eventually slugs another one, unable to put it away, though. This was one of those matches, though, where this guy, he'd had enough. I was going for loads and loads of step-overs. He couldn't keep up with them. This is a setup skill where I cut back inside, and he's like, oh, perfect. He's cutting right at me with Chiellini. I'm going to stand still and let him run into me. Another exit back onto Podolski's left foot again to set him up for a finesse shot is a brilliant maneuver. Same goes for running along the top of the box. You cut back one more time to the inside to set yourself up for a finesse shot to the near post. It is a crushing maneuver. But this guy, some people, when they've had enough, and they just need to score a couple own goals to get it out of their system, and then they decide every so often that they want to play again, and so you get into this. But this is the last goal of the episode, I believe. Daniele De Rossi, his team of the season card, absolutely brilliant stuff with step overs. This guy's obviously, you can see, he's sliding everywhere. It's because he's had enough, and that's a setup move right there. He is not worried about the step over back. He's got Chiellini facing like the exact same way that De Rossi's going. In order for him to spin around, it would be very tough. Watch it again, and he ends up just stalling, trying to hit the tackle button real quick and hope for the best, but we blow on by him, finishing off the match there at 9-1. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the first part of Let's Prepare for FIFA 13. If you guys have any special requests or any skills that you would like to hone, let me know. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.